Welcome back, everybody, to the NBA 2K22 MyNBA expansion series with the Kansas City Scouts. And today, we're going to face the Cleveland Cavaliers. But before that, we have to sim 7 games against the Thunder, Pistons, Heat, Pistons, Hawks, and Timberwolves. And before we do that, my game plan today is for the first 3 to 4 games of those 7 sim games. I'm going to sim that with our current lineup. But I have other things in mind for those last couple of games before we jump in against the Cavaliers. So what I'm talking about is potentially, 1, starting Valentine over Logan, because this would both increase our defensive prowess for our starters and our offensive prowess, hopefully, for our bench players, because the bench players so far this year have not done a good job on offense this year, and our defense overall has not been very good, and Valentine has been one of the bright spots in that capacity. I'm also considering benching either Okiki or Toppin, as in taking them off the bench and putting in a Wade Webb instead, or putting Wade Webb as our starting shooting guard, moving Jordan to small forward, which is where he was initially, and moving Bridges to the bench as well to give the bench squad again better offense. So that's what I will look at later on. But for the first couple of games, we're gonna sim with this current lineup and see how things go. Okay, so we simmed the first 3, and we went 1 and 2. And at this point in the year, we are 5 and 7, which tells me that we are not ready to really stick with this current lineup. It tells me that we have to figure out what works and what doesn't. Similar to last year, we're kind of in a similar situation. Last year, we had pretty much just win-loss, 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 a couple of loss streaks, a couple of win streaks, and we really didn't get to a good point above 500 until we made that trade, which when we made it, I think we were like 30 and 32 when that trade was made. So I don't want us to get to that same point later on in the year. So we got to figure it out soon what works and what doesn't. The first game was a loss by 18 points to the Thunder, and look at that third quarter, 13 points for us, 39 for them. And the third quarter, as we have seen, is usually when our bench gets the most minutes. So that is a clear indication of what's happening here. And that has happened in pretty much all of our other losses this year. So Banks drops 27, 8 and 4. SGA gets 26, 8 and 14. For the Scouts, Ellis puts up 29 and 6. He's been good while simming, but not while watching. Bridges had 12. Jordan just 11, Weaver just 10, 4 for 18. We just did not shoot the ball well this game. Then we lost to the 13 and 1 Pistons, who we did beat last season in the playoffs, but they are a whole different beast this season. Bridges drops 33 and 7. Weaver gets 21 and 6. Logan gets 18 and 5. Westbrook gets 14. Ellis shoots 4 for 13. Jordan shoots 3 for 10. And Valentine goes 2 for 8. And the Pistons had 33 and 11, or 33, 8 and 11 from Cade Cunningham, and 33, 9 and 6 from Hal Adkins. We just cannot guard their top 2 players. Then we beat the 10 and 3 Heat by 5. Again, a low-scoring third quarter, but this time it was for both teams. We actually outscored them, held them to 16 points, which is impressive, because I believe they still have Tyler Herro, which they do. But the Scouts got 21 and 7 from Arthur Ellis, 20 and 6 from John Logan, 17 for Westbrook, 15 for Weaver, 14 for Jordan. Valentine gets 8 and 10. And for the Heat, they had 4 guys with 20 or more, and then their bench was just kind of terrible. They had 26 and 13 from Randall, 22 from Hero, 20 from Collins, and 20 from Christian Wood, but they still lost. So we have 4 games left to sim and 1 to play, and I want to get a look at my idea for a new lineup against the Cavaliers, because they are still a good team. They are currently, before simming, 11 and 3. So we have to, again, figure this thing out. So in deciding who to bench between Okiki and Toppin, Toppin is currently averaging 4.3 points per game, about 4 boards, and less than 1 assist, shooting 45% from the field. Let's go look at Okiki now. Okiki is averaging 5.3 per game, 3.3 rebounds per game, and is shooting less than 30%. Yeah, he needs to be benched right now. That is terrible. Okay, so here's my idea of a new lineup that we could fool around with. We have Weaver at point guard. Wade Webb steps in as the shooting guard. Jordan goes to small forward. Ellis is the starting power forward still. Valentine becomes our starting center. Bridges and Logan come off the bench, but they still play pretty much their same minutes when they were starters. We also have Westbrook off the bench. I lowered his minutes by 2. And we have Toppin at 15, who has been playing better than Okiki. So that is who we have. Okiki goes to the bench. Probably not going to play unless we really need him to, because he has just not been any help on offense whatsoever. So let's sim 4 games with this lineup and see what happens. Well, guys, we went 1-3 in those 4 games, unfortunately. 2 close losses, 1 blowout loss, and 1 close win. The first game was a 106-109 loss to the Heat. A very low-scoring second half for us in general. We, again, led at halftime, and then we choked, or not choked, but we really just let ourselves go on offense in that second half, just 22 and then 17 in the third and fourth quarters, and we allowed more points than we gave up in the entire first half. Randall drops 21, 5, and 6. Harrow gets 17. Achua gets 16. Wood gets 16 and 7. The Scouts got 22, 5, and 9 from Weaver, but he did not shoot that well. Jordan, 16 points. Ellis, 15 and 11. Valentine, 14. Bridges, just 11 points. And Logan, just 10 points. Then another blowout loss to the now 17 and 1 Detroit Pistons. 46 and 6 for Cade Cunningham. 22 for Fisher. 14 for Mikal Bridges, 14 from Moody. Every player for them gets 10 or more points besides 2. The Scouts get 21 for Weaver. Again, not shooting that well. 17 for Jordan, 16 for Ellis, 15 and 11 for Valentine, 11 for Webb, 11 for Westbrook. Logan and Bridges not playing well off the bench right now. Then we lost to the Atlanta Hawks by 2 points. They're also a playoff team in the Eastern Conference right now. And they outscored us in that second half when we led at halftime. We were 25, 8, and 6. Again, not shooting above 500. 22 for Webb, 21 for Bridges, 17 for Logan, 6 and 9 for Valentine. Just 5 points for Ellis. Jordan, just 2 points. What is happening here? Then we actually won a game thanks to a really good first quarter. 36, 8, and 5 for Edwards, 18 for Cartwright, 16 for Wiseman. Again, everyone but 2 players puts up 10 or more points in a very high-scoring affair. The defense was not good this game for either team, but Weaver gets 30 points and 6 assists, shot 10 for 19. Ellis 26 points, Webb 19, Logan 16, Jordan 13, just 5 for 14 from the field. Bridges 12, 4 for 13 from the field. Valentine 9 and 7 with 4 blocks. So, yeah, interesting stuff here. And that will take us into a matchup here at home against the Cavaliers. They are 13 and 6. We are 6 and 10. So we have some work to do to hopefully get better than we were last season. Webb goes to Weaver. He thought about pulling up but chose not to. Now he finds Weaver again on the cut, and he scores the first points of this game. Mobley over Ellis. Can't score in traffic. Nice defense right there to start us off. Now Jordan in traffic, can't finish either. Mobley goes up again, and this time he can finish. Wade Webb finds a lane and then has it blocked by Jarrett Allen. We always get blocked by the help defense by the center. That is always what happens. Jordan has it. Time cutting down for the scouts. Trying to find the open man. He pulls up instead, and it's too strong. Now a drive is blocked by Valentine. Grayson Allen drives, blocked by Ellis. Weaver takes a bad shot, blocked by Mobley, of course. Now Kennedy, pull-up jumper. That one, no good. Time coming down again for the scouts. Jordan has it. Mid-range jumper. That one falls. Mobley lost it, and Webb and Ellis team up for the steal. Now a fast break chance for the scouts, maybe. Webb goes inside and can't finish inside, but Valentine gets the board and puts it back in. Mobley contested jumper is short. Now Weaver for three, wide open, he got it. A hot start for the scouts after a couple of miscues. We lead 9-2. Mobley tries again over Ellis, and then some more great defense by him. Jordan, mid-range jumper, same spot as last time, not gonna fall. Mobley guarded by Valentine. Wants to get some points and just cannot score right now. A 1-for-6 start for him. Weaver a deep three, that one too strong. Now Grayson Allen a wide open three, and he knocks that one in. Jordan drives and dunks. Great drive by him. Mobley just tossing up wild shots, and Ellis has locked him down to start this game. Weaver blocked by Allen, but Valentine gets it back and scores. Mobley scores this time, but he's been a black hole in this first quarter. Wade Webb finds Weaver inside. He scores and was fouled by Dinwiddie. And a chance for a three-point play for us to lead by 9.
First personal foul, first team foul. Shooting for Kansas City.
Weaver knocks down the free throw. We lead 16-7. Now Mobley steps out of bounds off a handoff from Jared Allen. The Cavs are all out of sorts right now. Weaver pulls up, mid-range shot that was contested is off the mark. Mobley wants to drive and scores in traffic this time again. Jordan, open three, top of the key. That one is good. The assist goes to Weaver. We have played some really good basketball so far as we lead by 22, 47-25. The defense especially has been spectacular as Jordan scores inside and makes it a 24-point lead for the Scouts. He's got 16 points. Mobley, a tough shot. And Ellis has just played some great defense. I cannot say enough about him. Jordan drives, has it blocked, but Valentine gets it back and scores. There was a basket interference there, but not called, so we'll take the points. Mobley scores this time. He's got the Mamba mentality, just not fazed by all of his misses. He's got 10 now. Valentine. Now Weaver. He pulls up at the elbow. No good. It was contested again. Mobley draws the foul this time on Valentine. But again, he is not giving up.
Shooting for Cleveland.
First free throw is good.
At the line for 2.
The second good as well, as Logan and Bridges check in, as does Obi Toppin. Weaver steps back and fires and knocks it down from deep three-point range. The drive, Webb on defense, can't get the stop. It was good defense, though, just better offense. Weaver drives on Tyrell Terry, but can't finish off the glass. Now a drive by Terry, blocked by a Weaver. Are you kidding me? Bridges finds Logan. He goes up and scores. Wright Foreman drives and scores again over Webb. Now Webb from 3. Can't bounce back with that make. He missed it. Markkanen from 3 over Toppin. Not going to drop. Bridges feeds Logan. He steps back and fires and knocks it down. A tough shot, but it goes in. Hunter inside, spins and scores over Bridges. Time coming out for the Scouts. Weaver has the ball. Shoots over Foreman and hits! And we've got 61 with 2 to go in this first half. Wright Foreman pulls up to answer. It's short. Toppin a deep 3, and that one rolls in. Hit the backboard and rolled it afterwards. A 29-point lead for the Scouts.
Ball is turned over. Kansas City.
Now Wright Foreman steps out of bounds, and the Scouts take over. Bridges finds Weaver, corner 3, and he hits again. You cannot leave him open. Wright Foreman from 3 to answer. This time he got it. Bridges goes to Westbrook. He pulls up, and he answers right back. Hunter spins. Goes back to Terry. Terry pulls up. That shot, no good. The last shot will be for us. Now Weaver will just pull up. And that one's no good, but we lead by 32 at halftime, 70-38. A dominant first half performance by this team. So, we lead by 44, 84-40. They have 2 points this quarter. We have 14, but I want to see some good minutes for some of these backup players who aren't in right now, really, besides Logan and Westbrook. But I want to get some good minutes for them and see how they do on defense and offense, because that is very important to how we can move forward with this team this year. Webb pulls up. It's a bad shot, and it's short. Dinwiddie drives, and he's fouled by Logan. Thought the block was clean, but I guess not.
At the line for the Cavaliers.
The free throw for Dinwiddie is good. He's got one more. That one is good as well. Bridges spins, goes up, and misfires, but now all the backups are in, plus Jordan, who is playing point guard right now. Dinwiddie drives again, pulls up, and hits the mid-range jumper. Westbrook pulls up, and that one is good. Nice shot. He's currently 4 for 5 and has 11 points, so a good showing so far for him. Terry, out of a shot, goes to Markkanen. Dinwiddie off a screen, drives, and dunks. 6 straight for him. Westbrook goes up and lays that one, and Mobley put up no defensive resistance right there. And it was an easy bucket for Westbrook. Dinwiddie drives again and dunks again. 8 straight now for Dinwiddie in this quarter. Westbrook waiting for a pass or a screen. Has the screen. Now steps back, shoots a bad shot, and it's short. Not much offensive movement right there on that possession. As now we steal the ball out of the hands of, I don't know who that was. Terry somehow got the pass off to Mobley inside. Mobley spins and dunks over Toppin. Here's Toppin, time counting down. Guarded by Markkanen. He pulls up and was fouled on the shot and knocked it down as well.
Defensive foul called on Lowry.
But what I'm starting to sense here is that we don't have movement on offense, because I watched the entire game and I cut it up for you guys to see all the shots that go up, or the fouls and you know, stuff like that. But I see the entire possession, and what I notice is that we don't move off ball very well. We don't pass a lot, but that's only when the bench is in. So we got to figure out how to fix it. Maybe a actual point guard needs to come in off the bench to be that guy who can move the ball. So that could be what happens here. As Campaign now steps in, and I guess it's because we lead by 40 and this game is pretty much over. Payne goes up, tough shot over Hunter, not gonna fall. Right Foreman, a crazy deep three, too strong, but they got the offensive board. Terry spins on Payne, blocked. Great play. Now Westbrook draws the foul on Vanderbilt, and a couple of free throws for him. The first free throw is good.
At the line for two.
The second is good as well. Terry goes to Markkanen. He backs down top in and goes up and scores. Westbrook finds Campaign wide open in the corner for three. He knocks it down. So Campaign, a couple of nice plays in his first minutes, I think, this season. Right Foreman stops, then goes up and misses. Westbrook finds Toppin on the cut, who dunks inside. Nice feed by the rookie. Markkanen fires from three. That one, no good. Now Bridges gets the feed inside, goes up and scores. Nice play. Tyrell Terry, the last shot of this third quarter, it drops. And we go into the fourth quarter up 99-54. This has got to be our best performance in the entire series so far. Well, guys, this was as close to a perfect performance as we could ever get from this team. A 75-119 victory by 44 points. The defense was just spectacular. The offense was really good at most points in this game. And we dominate a top 4 seed in the Eastern Conference as of right now. All I can say about this game right here is wow. What an impressive showing by this team. 23 for Weaver, 8 for 20 from the field, 19 for Jordan, played very well. 15 for Westbrook, probably his best game of the entire season. 14 for Ellis, some really good defense by him despite the lack of blocks, I guess. He locked down Mobley for most of this game. And how about Roy Valentine, his first start, at least this year, 12 points, 16 boards, which is his career high, and 5 blocks, and just a couple of really good offensive boards to put it in for some second chance points. Played spectacular basketball. Logan, didn't see much from him because we didn't watch that much of the backups, but had a couple of nice shots. Webb, 8 points, did not shoot very well. Bridges, 8 points. These minutes are all wrong here, as they usually are for watched games. But I mean, look at those Cavalier points in all those quarters. Great defense by us, and that second quarter was the real driving force of this win. And again, a really good third quarter showing by us, which we have not seen in quite some time. The third quarter is always our downfall, but this time the bench squad actually does a couple of really good things. Cavs had 19 and 10 from Mobley, was their top scorer despite shooting 7 for 22 from the field. Dinwiddie had 12 points. He had 10 of those in that third quarter, and nobody else had above 10 points. We just locked everyone down today, and That's impressive. So now we are 2-3 with this current lineup. And honestly, that game, usually I don't want to let one game decide how I feel about a certain lineup. But that game, I mean, that was just complete domination since like halfway through the first quarter. So I feel pretty confident with this lineup. The defense against the Cavaliers, really, we have not been historically good against good teams. But today we were. So that is a promising sign. So guys, what are your thoughts? Please like, subscribe, comment your ideas and questions and comments down below. And until next time, take care.